What's up YouTube, it's Shermy, back again with another keyboard video. This time around we're going to be upgrading my friend's SK64. He's currently out of town, so I thought it would be a nice little surprise to him if I, upgraded his keyboard while he was gone. If you've never heard of the SK64, you probably live under a rock. It's the same thing as a GK64, but it uses optical switches. This thing's as basic as like a Tofu 60, you know what I mean? Only the most basic of people would ever build on that, When he gave me this keyboard, it was 100% stock. He changed out the keycaps, but that's pretty much it. These are the XDA Matcha keycaps. You can buy these on Amazon for like 30 bucks. They're a staple in the budget board community, but that was the only thing that had ever been changed on this board. It didn't sound like too bad in my opinion, aside from the absolutely obnoxious spacebar rattle, but I'll let you guys be the judge of that. Apologies for the scuffed camera. I wasn't able to use my nice one for this sound test. So for stage one, I actually kind of did a lot. You'll need a key switch puller, a keycap puller, key switch opener, some lube, a thin brush, Phillips head screwdriver, some O-rings, foam, silicone, or a silicone mold that you can cut up, and one of those things that you can use to hold the stem, and possibly some tweezers. So to start, I took the PCB and the plate out, I cut up some silicone, added that to the bottom, and then I added a layer of foam on top of the silicone to kind of keep it in place, as well as add an extra layer of dampening. This makes it a lot less hollow sounding and gives it a little bit of extra weight. That silicone really helps out because foam is like super light. I then lubed the switches and swapped out the stabilizers for some Everglide Pandas. I've kind of just had them laying around, so I decided to put them to some good use. I then O-ring modded the keyboard. If you're not familiar with the O-ring mod, I'll leave a link to Keyboard's video in the description below. It changes the sound a little bit, but I mainly use it as a cheap way to make the keyboard feel gasket mounted. On the back of the case, you will have to file out the top of the USB port. I used a small drill bit that was just a little bit larger than the hole already was, but a file would do just as good and probably result in a cleaner look. That's pretty much all I did for stage one. So here's a little typing test for what that sounds like, and then we'll move on to stages 2 and 3, I guess. So that's pretty much all for stage one. Stage two is just kind of tape modding it. I haven't done this yet on any keyboard, and so I thought, why not give it a try? All the steps start the same. Take the keycaps off, pull the screws out, pull the PCB and the plate out, and then you're gonna actually flip the PCB over and start just putting tape on there. And so I wanted to see if there was a big difference between one layer of tape and 3 layers of tape. So stage 2 is just 1 layer of tape, and stage 3 would be 3 layers of tape. All you do for the tape mod is take a piece of tape, cut it the length of your PCB, and then you're going to lay it flat onto the back of the PCB and try and squeeze out as much air as possible. From my understanding, the mod doesn't work as well if you just kind of lay it on there and it's not really sticking to the PCB. It's also going to make it a lot harder to put back in the case. Also, while trying to show that you needed to poke holes into the tape, I unfocused my camera and forgot to refocus it, and then proceeded to do like 20 more minutes worth of work. So yeah, I just thought that was funny. Thought I would show you guys. Anyways, after you've poked the holes, all you do now is put the PCB back into the case, screw it back in, put your keycaps back on, and take it for a test drive. Yes, these keycaps are completely jumbled up, and that is because I knew that I was immediately going to have to take them back off. So if you have an issue with it, close your eyes. So by this point, you guys should kind of know the drill. I'm not going to draw this out much longer. Pull the PCB out. Again, add on 2 more layers of tape, poke your holes, and then put it back together. And then boom, another sound test. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I filled my friend's keyboard with things I had laying around the house, and I called it a day. I think for the outro, I'll do a side-by-side comparison of all 3 of the different stages. That way you guys can hear the difference a little bit better. But before I do that, I would like to add a few final thoughts. I do think this mod makes a huge difference. I think it makes the board a lot more poppy. Hopefully you guys got something out of this as well. Maybe your keyboard sounds a little bit better now thanks to this video. So if you enjoyed the video, it would mean a lot if you could subscribe and like the video. I know everybody says that, but I'm trying to do more of these, and that is pretty much the only way to help me out other than like straight up donating me money. So if you would like to support me a little bit more, my Twitch will be linked in the description box below. Just popping in and saying hello is more than enough. Let me know that you came from this video. If you have a Twitch Prime, make sure to use it on your boy, JK. Unless. But also drop a comment down below. Let me know what keyboard you might want to see me work on next, or if you guys have tried this mod on your keyboard and what you guys' thoughts on it were. All right, that's all from me. I'll see you guys next time.